Hey everyone, good evening. How are we? The week before Christmas. Is everyone going crazy or what? Right? We have a lot of things to do as cleaning business owners. That's why I am making tonight's training just an Ask Me Anything because last week we had a little bit of a glitch. So if you can do me a huge favor, when you join, can you let me know? Say hi, say where you're from. I'm gonna wait. I always wait a few minutes before people jump on because I can't tell sometimes whether you're on or not. So if you can just say hi and let me know you are here, and that would be great. I will wait a few minutes. I see one person jumping on here. So just say hi. Say hi and where you are from. If you are tuning in for the first time, welcome. This is the Sisters Who Scale channel. My name is Cheryl Hager. I am your guest. Um, I am your guest, and I'm a cleaning business owner. I own a company called Made by Cleaning out of Boston, Massachusetts. And I am an active business owner, which means I still work my company. I started my coaching business as a way to help other people grow and scale their own cleaning businesses. So come on in, say hi, don't be shy. I see Tanya reacted to the live. Say hi, tell me where you're from. Like I said, I do wait a couple of minutes to see where everyone is before we start. So tonight is going to be an Ask Me Anything. Ask me. So I don't have anything prepared. This is all an Ask Me Anything on your questions on getting high paying clients. Okay. So I need you to start asking me questions. I know this is a tough, this is a little bit of a tough couple of weeks with December and cleaning. Tanya's from Britain. Well, welcome. What part of England are you from, Tanya? Nice, nice. What part of England are you from? You're about 5 hours from me. I'm in Boston, Massachusetts. So I'm not far. I see 4 viewers. So if you're jumping on, let me know you're here. Say hi. Tonight is going to be all about an Ask Me Anything, which means you get to ask me your questions on how to attract high paying clients. Are any of you, and answer me here, Liverpool? Cool. You know who I used to love? I used to love a band by the name of Duran Duran, and they were from England. And when I was a kid, I loved them. Hi, Eileen from Alabama. How are you? I used to love Duran Duran, Tanya. They were like my favorite when I was a teenager, and I wanted to go there. I wanted to go there. I don't know what part of Lebanon they were from. I don't really, not Lebanon. What part of London they were from? I don't think they were from Liverpool, but they were from, a certain area. So tonight's an Ask Me Anything. Just a little intro about me if you haven't been on. I know Eileen, you've been on before. Um, I started my own cleaning business from the ground up. I was a single parent, and I started cleaning as a side hustle to put. Oh, who are you talking about, Duran Duran or me, Tanya? I started cleaning as a side hustle, really, to put food on the table, right? To get more money to raise my son and things like that. And then years later, after I solo cleaned, I decided to launch my business. So I started from zero. I didn't have any money when I started, just a mop and a bucket, right? Common story. And I scaled it to date we're over 750,000 a year, and we're still growing. So everything I teach everyone on these lives, I do in my own business, and I find that that is really important for people to hear. So Eileen and Tanya, since you are the first people on here, do you have any questions for me at all about, are you having any problems, I guess, with getting high paying clients? So if either one of you want to let me know what's going on in your business, what's happening. I'll wait for you to guys to give me a question. And sometimes people jump on here late. I know December is kind of a funky month. I had 15 people register. Um, but so let me know what your questions are, and then I will have questions for you. So Eileen and Tanya, do you have any questions? Let me know if you have any questions. Um, are you getting the prices you want? Hi, Tiffany from Vegas. How are you? I haven't been to Vegas in a while. Tiffany tonight isn't Ask Me Anything on attracting high paying clients. So, what I do is I open it up for questions. So, do any of you have any questions regarding attracting better paying clients? Eileen, no questions at the moment. My business will be changing majorly in the spring and summer. Okay, what's going on in the spring or the summer, actually? If you don't mind me asking, are you moving? What's happening? Um, all right. Well, I can't answer any questions if you don't have any questions. Who has anyone encountered like a cheap client? Any cheap any cheap clients do we have here? Hey Ashley, how are you? Happy Wednesday, right? Happy Wednesday. 7 days to go and we're in Christmas. Tiffany, constantly. All right, let's talk about that. Tell me, how much are you able to get per hour for cleaning out in Vegas? Because there must be, your market maybe a little bit saturated out there, I would think, right? Tell me about, let's talk about Vegas. What's the market like in Vegas? Eileen's moving to Atlanta. Ah, okay. Eileen's moving to Atlanta, so things are changing. So, all right. Where are you now, Eileen? Oh, Alabama, you said. Atlanta. Okay, so you're moving states. Ashley, all the time, cheap clients are the ones that say they don't clean this room to get the low rate. Right. The only ones you really can give a discount is when they get rid of a bathroom or kitchen. Just so you know, the bedrooms, it takes 2 seconds to clean a bedroom. Dust and vac, you're out in 10 minutes. Tips on attracting high end clients. Auburn, Alabama. Okay. Tips on attracting high paying clients. Yes, I would say you have to do all your estimates in person. That's what I would say. So, a thing about that is when you try and price jobs sight unseen, meaning you don't get to either see the home or most importantly, meet the homeowner, you lower your closing rate dramatically. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there online that say, oh, you have to do, I don't do in person estimates, I have a formula, this and that. Do you know how many people they're having to go through to actually close? They're going through a lot of people. So, and especially with women, right? Women are really great relationship builders. So, you can build a relationship in person more than you can over the phone when someone says, hey, what are your rates? You never want to compete on price, right? You always want to build a relationship first so they feel comfortable and they say, you know what, I really like this person. I want to hire this company. As big as my company is, I do all the in person estimates because I'm looking at building relationships. I had five estimates last week. I closed all of them, 100%. Doesn't happen like that all the time. It's usually 80%, 70 to 80%. Last week I closed all of them. I went to every single house. I built a relationship. They see our reputation online, they see our reviews and our recommendations, and it was a no-brainer. Is they will pay higher for your services if you build a relationship with them and they trust you. So, I practice what I preach. Okay, Tiffany, yes, it's saturated. And then when I quote by the job, we go, I always lose on a deep clean and meaning losing money, Tiffany, like you underquoted. That happens a lot on deep cleans. Ashley Russell, correct, bathroom and kitchen exception. Yep. Tiffany, most don't want us to come and do an estimate. They just want to book and show up, right? And that's the problem. So, when I started, I had that problem as well, but I ingrained into my community that the only way they get an estimate from me is I come. And our reputation, we worked, I worked really, really hard on building our reputation in the community, our reviews. People recommend us all the time on the Facebook groups, community groups, and people don't even question it. They let me in their home every time. When someone fights me on letting me in their home, I skip over them. They don't get my attention. They don't get me to come and do an estimate because it's a waste of my time because usually they're a tire kicker, a low baller. They want the cheapest price. Not every cleaning service is created equal. And I tell everyone that, and I ingrain that, and I talk about that in my own marketing and my own company because it's true, right? It's totally true. You don't know who you're letting in your house. Everyone is a pop-up cleaner, right? Would you guys agree? You see pop-up cleaners all the time. I can do your house for 25, this and that. But think about that for a second. If you educate your target market that not everyone's the same, not everyone carries insurance, you don't know who's in your house, this and that, and you focus on, the good things that your company brings to the table, like insurance, like reliable staff, like staff that can speak English. Ladies, that is a massive thing in this country, right? Your people that are hiring cleaners, they want them to speak English. I hear it all the time. I hear it all the time up here in Boston, and it's in every single state. Okay, so Ashley, so let me go back here. Tanya says, open up my company September. Congratulations, new company. And we are finalizing the website so I can start marketing. I think that's what you mean. Do you have any clients yet, Tanya? That's what I'd like to know. Ashley, marketing and your reputation will help gain higher paying clients. Yep, correct. In-person estimates, but probably best, but we can't always do that. I know, I know. I usually don't go. Usually, if I can't get in person, and so here's the one exception. If it's someone's like, oh, I'm having a party, I just need a basic clean, I don't need any bedrooms done. My house is 1,000 square feet. It's one bath. It's a kitchen. Every once in a while, I will let someone slide and I'll charge them more. And I tell them, I have to charge you more because I haven't been to your house. So if they're desperate and they need to clean, I'll do it. But most of the times, a real estate clean is something else I will do, but I overcharge because I don't know what we're getting into. So when someone is moving in a house or moving out of a house, you never know what it's going to look like. So I overprice it. And I don't know who said that. I think it was Tiffany. It's the one that said with the deep cleans, you can really get burned on a deep clean. You can't see it when someone hasn't bought the property yet. All you can do is see it online. So look it up online and do the best you can and overestimate. Because if you underestimate, you're going to lose money. So what's the sense of doing that, right? Okay. Tiffany says we've got a lot of good reviews on Google. So yeah, a lot of good reviews on Google and Facebook. So it's frustrating. I know it is. It is frustrating. Your marketing, you have to figure out a way. And I know we have a call coming up after Christmas, which will be awesome. There's got to be a way that you could stand out from the crowd in Vegas. I feel like there is. How many clients do you have so far, Tiffany? Do you do Airbnbs in Vegas? I'm wondering if you do that or not. I know people love to stay at the hotels, but I'm just wondering about that. I feel like there'd be some Airbnbs over there. No clients yet, Tanya. Okay, you'll get them. Ashley, again, yes, giving them a top and bottom dollar price subject to change is your condition. It's true because you don't know sometimes with the deep cleans, right? Another thing you can do with deep cleans is also price by the hour. I know if you go over an hour, then you're covered. People do that. You've tried that too, but well, we're having a call in a couple weeks, so I'm gonna hear exactly what's going on, and I can see if we can fix it. Hi, Michelle. I called you Michelle tonight. I called you Michelle, even though it's Nanoska. Nanoska. It's Nanoska. People are cheap. They don't appreciate us. You got that right. But if we all band together, right? If all the owners in the whole country band together and start raising their rates simultaneously, it's going to get easier. You're actually helping, and I don't want to say you're a competitor because we're all in different states, but you're actually helping the cleaning industry as a whole by raising your rates. So customers get used to hearing higher rates. The problem is us, right? If we're pricing too low, I mean, not myself, not other people that have been in business for a while, but if you're pricing too low, you're doing the whole industry a disservice, right? All right, we'll talk more. Keep listening. You're picking the kids up from school, and I think you're 2 hours behind me, so it's like 3:15 over there, so that totally makes sense. But no, I agree. People try and get the will try and get a cheaper rate. You can't blame them, but it's your job to educate them that cheap and good shouldn't be put in the same sentence, right? All right, what else? What other questions? I used to price um in the beginning I priced lower too, right? But I got my ass handed to me. So I didn't want that. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen to you. That's why I do these ask me anythings. And I'm going to have an announcement in a few minutes. We have something new and exciting happening. But all right, what other questions does anyone have? I see 7 viewers on here. We had 14 register. Just obviously, FYI, next Wednesday there's no live. It's Christmas. And for those of you that are in the Drop the Mop on Thursday nights at 5, I'm going to send you all an email because I don't know who is going to realistically be able to jump on a call next Thursday, which is the day after Christmas. So I'm thinking about canceling that one and just tacking it on to the end of the program, so you won't lose a call. Definitely not doing a call Tuesday night because it's Christmas Eve and things like that. So just so I got that straight. So all right, Tanya, I want to start with Airbnbs and residential cleaning. Residential cleaning is where it's at. Airbnbs are good, but they're tough to do both because you run into a scheduling issue with residentials and Airbnbs. Tiffany, keep a good cleaner when they constantly call up but then ask more hours. Isn't that is the definition of insanity? I hear it myself in my own business. Just so you know, you're not alone, or have an excuse why she's late. So when they say I don't have enough hours, what you say is, well, you need to be here Monday through Friday, or you need to make all your shifts. So you have to point back to them, and this is off the point of pricing, but you have to point back to them that it's their fault that they don't have the hours because you have the hours to give them. And if they're not showing up, they're directly related to their low paycheck. So just remind them of that in a nice way. Don't be mean about it. Be in a nice way. Nanoska, how do I rectify when a client rescheduled before 24 hours? No, before. You mean within 24 hours notice? I think that's what you mean. That has to go into your service agreement. So we have you must cancel, we have a 48-hour clause. Unless it's COVID, right? You have to have some exceptions there. You have to be human, or someone takes a COVID test the day before they're cleaning. Obviously, you don't want to go in there, so you don't do that. But you need to have a fee associated with a last-minute cleaning cancellation. What I do is I remind them first. Everyone has a service agreement that they signed. They never remember. I remind them. I give them a chance. I remind them. Habitual offenders get charged. Once someone gets charged and they don't get their house cleaned, they'll never do it again. Trust me. They'll never do it again. You're welcome, Tanya. LOL, I have tried that and trying to avoid paying unemployment. I've never paid unemployment my whole life. What I do is I reduce their hours. I don't fire anyone. Unless it's that. Let me make an exception. I fired someone for stealing one time. That's an exception. They're gone, and unemployment won't argue with that. If you say that they stole, remind them before. Yes, exactly. So you want to, let's say someone cancels last minute. Oh, we're sick. Oh, my son's got a stomach bug, this and that. You don't really want to go in the house anyways. So all you can just be like, oh, I feel, I'm sorry. I hope he feels better. Next time if you're ever sick and if you know the night before, please shoot me a text just so I can, just explain to them that it's difficult to change the schedule on the fly at 9 a.m. when they call in, right? Because that's a pain in the ass. Okay. Tiffany, people don't want to sign service agreements or give credit cards, and I don't know how to get around that. We're going to talk more because I can get you to get them to sign them. So that when they cancel in 40 hours, we're not completely screwed. You don't even have to really sign, you don't even have to have them sign a service agreement. I mean, when people thought my service agreement was a contract, they wouldn't sign it. When I tell them that the service agreement that I give to them in person is not a contract, they sign it, right? It's kind of like the way you frame it, Tiffany, which I can help you with, so don't worry about that. when they cancel 40 hours, we're not complete. No, I know, we're completely screwed. You have to charge them a fee, either 50%. So if they charge the day, if they cancel the day before, if they're a habitual canceller, right, cancellation person, I charge 50%. If they do the morning of and they're habitual, meaning if they've done it more than 2 times, I charge them the whole price. I don't care if they quit. I don't care if they're gonna be a pain in the butt. You don't want them anyways. Absolutely, absolutely, totally. I do sign in person, so I bring I bring a package, my sales package, right? It has it doesn't have prices because I give everyone's price is different. I give a verbal price. I bring what's included in the cleaning, whether it's a basic clean, deep clean, a copy of what our checklist looks like that we leave at each house, an add-on sheet, and then the service agreement that says basically do's and don'ts, basically our policies about pets, lifting items. What else is in there? Scheduling, cancellations, reschedules, what we don't do, like laundry, and animal cages, things like that. We don't do dishes, just so they know. So what I do when I sign in person, so here's my thing. My husband's tried to get me on an iPad forever, but I believe people like the paper, and they tell me they like the paper. So I have my package that I give them, and they say, "Oh wow, it looks so professional." The other lady didn't give it to me. She just came in here and rattled off a price. That's the difference. So you're in Drop Them Off, Nanoska. You're gonna learn that. That is one of the things that's in my Drop Them Up and Scale program. I teach you how to create this sales package that'll hands down get you more clients, and higher paying clients because you look more professional than just walking in with a notebook, right? Okay. So I give that when I give the quote. Correct. I do. So I have them look at it, and then at the end, I give them the price, and I say, okay, this is a service agreement. I'm just going to have you sign it. This is not a contract until you actually approve the quote. All my quotes are on Jobber, so that's what we use for our CRM. ZenMaid is a great one too. We've used ZenMaid in the past, and I love ZenMaid as well. Those are my two favorites in the industry. So, with that being said, it's a digital approval, it's a signature that is different than my service agreement. So, I distinguish to the client what the difference between a service agreement and an actual quote, approved quote is. I also take deposits on my approved quote, so I capture that credit card. What happened years ago when I didn't take a deposit? People would agree to be on the schedule and cancel on me in the morning of. That doesn't happen anymore. I do not allow them to approve a quote unless a credit card's on file and a deposit has been taken. So it's all the way that you set up your systems. And when you run into trouble is when you don't have these systems in place. And like I said, all this stuff is in my Drop Them Up and Scale course, which I'm currently registering. I just met an amazing woman from Maine, Elizabeth Davis, who has basically strictly an Airbnb. She runs balls to the wall from April to November and goes crazy with all short-term rentals, Airbnb, stuff like that. She just joined us. Nanoshka, she's going to be with us tomorrow night. She's an amazing, and she got quite a story to tell. She was impressed. So Tiffany, checklist left at the client's house. I like that. Yeah, it works. It makes you look more professional. We'll talk about it in January. Um, there is, Tanya. It's called Drop Them Up and Scale. It's a 6-month course, and it will set you up with everything you need. I don't think anyone on the call tonight is, well, besides Nanoshka. I think that's it, right? Yep. Sometimes I get the people that have been in there, but no. If you're interested, I'll reach out to you for sure. It's called Drop Them Up and Scale. That's the exact name of it. It's a 6-month course, but I'll DM you. I don't want to take up time on this, and I can tell you all about that. All right, more questions. What do we get? We have a few more minutes, then I can announce what I'm going to announce. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be pricing. You're welcome, Tanya. Tanya from England. What's the exchange rate from England? There's a fee for Drop Them Up. Yep, there is. It's a 6-month course. It's a very intense course. It will teach you how to hire. It'll teach you how to create your sales package, your service agreements, how to create your checklist, all kinds of stuff like that. What else? How to build your tiers of management, how to train your trainers. There's all kinds of stuff in there. Yeah, yeah, 100%. But from what past students have said, it's worth all the money. I have some students that have gone through it, that have increased their gross sales by over 100 grand. So correct. Do I charge more for same day booking? I don't take same day booking. My schedule is pretty packed ahead of time. We do our schedule, 1 to 2 weeks out. But let me think back to when I did do that. Um, if I was to do that now, I would charge a fee. Absolutely. Do you charge one, Nanoska? I would charge definitely $50, if not more. 50 to 75. Do you get a lot of those people same day? I wonder if you do out there. I feel like there'd be a lot of Airbnbs out there for skiing, but that might be Denver, right? Is that where all the skiing is? I don't know. I hate skiing. I hate snow. And I live in New England, so okay. All right. Yeah, I don't I haven't gotten that. I've gotten can you do a cleaning this week? Stuff like that. But a lot of times we can't. Like we're usually booked like 1 to 2 weeks out. For the most part. Every once in a while we clear all the, get everyone scheduled and clear it out. But I don't usually get last minute ones like that. You don't charge for same day. I wonder if you should. I wonder if you should charge for same day. $50, right? Maybe. And you should advertise that on your website if you do. It'd be a good way to get some extra cash. And I bet people would pay it if they needed a last minute cleaning. I bet they'd pay for it. I bet they'd pay for it. Um, Angelina, my people are cheap here. Could it be your presentation? Might be. There's cheap people everywhere. What you need to learn, which is in the Drop Them Up course, is how to attract your client, your high paying clients, right? There's a right way to attract them. And then there's also a way to attract cheap clients too. So it's all in wording, phrasing, presentation, branding. So there's a big perception around your brand, right? When you think of Merry Maids, if you're calling Merry Maids, you're paying top dollar. Right? So in order to compete with companies like that, your brand has to look really, really professional. You need to spend a lot of time on your logo, your colors, your marketing. People need to see your brand 17 times, not exactly, but they need to see your brand a lot. They need to see your brand recommended quite a bit to be like, wow, this company must be really good. If a customer, potential client thinks a company must be really good, they're expecting a higher price. If you go into a house with just a pen and paper and say, hi, I'm so and so from so and so company, and you don't have a sales package, you don't talk with authority, you don't have the confidence to, talk the language and stuff like that, they're gonna assume that you're an amateur and they're gonna pay you less, right? That takes time to build, right? It takes time. It took me time too. I mean, I would charge cheapo prices when it was just me, when I didn't have branded shirts, branded cards, branded everything. I wasn't everywhere in the community. Sure. Now I get my rates all day long. But I spent a lot of time perfecting the brand. And, the the brand tribe, everything. Everyone knows my company. I spent a long time doing that, right? There's gonna be cheap people everywhere. I forget, Angelina, where are you from again, honey? I'm trying to remember. I know because we had a call. Um, yeah, there's cheap people everywhere. It is your job as a business owner to attract the higher paying clients, and that you do that with all the stuff that I'm talking about. I guarantee you, if you do it correctly, it'll work because it works for me. It works for everyone I teach. The only way it doesn't work is if you don't do it and you give up. I always tell everyone that, right? The only way It's things not going to work is if you give up. You got to keep going when you want to quit, when you want to say this sucks, I hate my clients, I hate my employees, whatever. You could be on the brink of something really really good, and you have to keep going, right? How do I feel about uniforms? Polo shirts is a regular shirt. So we don't have polo shirts. We just have like we have two shirts. We have like cotton shirts for the winter because it's obviously cold over here. So we have cotton shirts that have the logo just on the front, nothing on the back. And then we have summer shirts that are like dry fit, so it's thinner, right? And we just have the logo on the front. So branding is key. They have to be identified. They can't be showing up in their sweatshirts. They got to wear the shirts. It's non-negotiable. They have to wear their shirts. Colorado. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's right. You're from Colorado, but you're almost in New Mexico. I think that's what you told me. Um, just caught this one. Okay. Yeah, because I'm 2 hours ahead of you. Right. All right. Any more questions, or do you guys want to hear my announcement that I'm going to put in the chat? Because I made a Canva about it. Let me see if I can do this. I do it. Oh, I don't know if that worked. Hold on. No. Okay. Let's see if I can put. Oh, come on! I have to be able to do this. I don't know if I can do this. Did it go in? Let me see. Oh, I'll be so bummed if I can't do this. Let me see. Comment with the sticker. No. I don't know if I can. I don't know if it's going to let me. All right. I'm trying, Tiffany. I'm trying. It's not letting me do it. Oh my God. All right. I can't do it on the live. You know what? I think I can do it on the other page. I just have to log in. Let me just find this. I think I can do it. All right, so it's in the group. So I'm live in the group. All right, this is. Can I do it here? Why is it not letting? It's not letting me do it because I'm live. So next year, I'm just gonna tell you. Next year starting in January. So I do the lives every single week on Wednesday, 5 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. I am going to be I've be start well, I started a podcast. It's called Maids Who Made It, and I'm gonna have guests on that are owners in the industry, cleaning business owners, industry experts, things like that. I'm going to weave the podcast into the Wednesday live, so they're going to be done. They're going to be done live in the group. Okay, they're not going to be pre-recorded. They're going to be live in the group. They will eventually be available for download on Spotify, on my YouTube channel, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited. I have a few people lined up to interview already, and it's just going to be about the guests I'm going to have on. I want them to tell their stories, right? Tell their trials, the tribulations, the bullshit that happens in the field. We know crazy stuff happens when we're in people's houses, right? So we're going to talk about that stuff. We're going to talk about, their stories, what made them start cleaning companies, why they do what they do. The people that have grown $1 million cleaning businesses. I'm going to have them on, and they're going to talk about what it took to get there, right? I just think I've gotten a lot of feedback that it's going to be positive, so I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, it's called Maids Who Made It. So obviously the name renders what it's going to be about. It's going to be cleaning business owners that have made it in the industry, and their real stories of what it took. So you guys can understand that everything you go through, everyone that has grown a successful cleaning company has gone through the same thing. The only difference is they didn't give up, right? That's the only difference. That's it. The only difference between me and you is I didn't give up, and I learned everything that I needed to learn to grow and scale and grow my teams, and my client base and the reputation that I have in my community up here, in the Boston area. You all can do the same thing I can do. You just got to work harder than the person next to you. That's it, right? That's it. So if you know that, all you got to do is just figure out the skills, right? That's what I'm here for. That is what I do. I teach you the skills to grow your cleaning businesses. And I push my students in a way that it's a little bit of tough love, right? Because I want you to grow. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. I swear, as you all know. Um, but I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong in a gentle way, and I'm going to encourage you to try other things. And then, when you try other things, you understand that it's okay, right? To try a different thing or a skill set that's worked for someone else, right? Yeah, exactly. We're all human, right? We're all, I'm not gonna tell you it's easy growing any kind of business, whether it's a cleaning business, whether you're a plumber, landscaping, I mean, a tech business, whatever. Nothing is gonna be easy for you, but if you do what it takes, it's so worth it. It's so worth it, right? You're just gonna trust me. Anyone have any other questions before I let you go? So what I'll do is when I get off this, I will put the, I'm so bummed because I created this Canva. I put this thing in it. You can scan. So here's what's going to happen. It's a QR code that's in my design. You can scan it. It's going to take you directly to the Instagram page that the podcast episodes are going to be on, and you can just follow me there so you can see them. Like I said, that they're going to be inside the Wednesday live at 5 because I know everyone comes here on Wednesdays. They know where it is. So that's where you're going to find them, and then they will eventually be uploaded to my YouTube page, which I do have. So next year there's some big things. There's some big things happening. We always have drop them up going on. I have a digital store that I'm launching with operational documents and things like that are going to be amazing. I'm launching Sisters Who Scale University, which is my website, which is going to be able to help everyone on every single level, whether you just started your business and you're making $500 a month, or you're making $50,000 a month. Each program is designed to help you, including in-person retreats. We have an in-person retreat coming up in Destin, Florida in April. So all kinds of stuff. Because everyone is on different levels, and sometimes one program is not a one-size-fits-all thing. So that's the plan. So I'm pretty excited about it, but I'm really excited to interview people. And I get to be my real self on the interview. which I may, that's what I am. All right, ladies, have an amazing evening. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, whatever you call it. There is no Wednesday live next Wednesday, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be taking Thursday the 26th off as well from the Drop Them Up group class. Stay tuned, my ladies. I'm going to email you all, but I'm pretty sure that you guys are going to have a house full of presents with your kids and everything else. It's going to be difficult for you to get on, and I recognize that. Yes, amazing. Tanya from Liverpool. Tiffany from Vegas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, ladies. Go make your money this week. It's a big week. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.